Hey, what's up everyone? Brinded here. I'm going to be talking about relationships and going to share with you some real life hacks if you want to meet someone really special or you want to improve your relationship. But this is especially, any type of relationship, even if you're in a marriage, I'm going to spit some facts right now. Now I use the word hack because people are into hacks, but this isn't a hack. Hacks imply you just do this little thing and then everything improves. No, this is a fundamental change, and it takes proof of work. There's not like a little technique here. It takes a lot of your energy, but if you're serious about meeting someone special, then you need to do this if you're not meeting anyone at the moment. So first thing is your level of fucked upness. You will attract exactly the same level of fucked upness to you in another person. It will be of a precision you won't believe. It's like a mirror. You will attract your exact equal in the level of disconnect. So I said a couple of things there that are important. The reverse order, I said your level of disconnect. So your level of disconnect will attract the same level of disconnect. That means disconnection in you is the problem. And that the second thing I said was you will attract exactly the level of fucked upness that you are, which means fundamentally it's an internal job. I had a client recently who has just broken up from a long-term relationship and was saying, yeah, but what am I going to do? How am I going to maneuver? How am I going to control? How am I going to meet this person? What do I need to do? And I just said, look, let's break this down to the facts. This is an internal job. This is the level of disconnect. So you need to now start working on your disconnection if you want to meet someone who will be special, who will love you, who will be caring, who will be connected to themselves, who will have high self-esteem. So out there, your reality is just fundamentally a projection of your conditioning, your movie that you play. All your conditioning creates your reality. So you can have some people who are always lucky, some people who are pretty much always happy, some people who walk around, everyone knows them, who has a dark cloud over their heads. They're always losing things, everything goes wrong. It comes from within. So if you want to meet someone special, really special, first of all, if you're doing that, like when I say special, I'm like, I'm going to meet someone really special, a billionaire, someone who's special, seen as special. So that increases your self-value, that you will not attract, you'll attract someone exactly the same as you. That'll be a reaction to your lack of self-value. So the first thing you need to do is dissolve or destroy that need to meet someone who's special, who's seen as special. When I'm talking about someone who's special, someone who loves themselves. They might be a road sweeper, but that's special if they really love themselves and then they love others and they can be vulnerable. So there's dissolving that ideal man or woman, that they have to be, I've worked at football clubs where there was a queue of about 100 women lining up with their telephone numbers to meet the footballer. And the footballers just ended up abusing the women, like treating them badly because they had there was no sense of self-worth, that they need the valuable footballer to be valuable. Yeah, and so you get into that dynamic of when you put someone up on a pedestal, you put yourself down in a pit and you're going to get abused. I'm not I'm not justifying abuse. I'm just saying that that's the dynamics at play. So how do you work on that? Well, if you want to do it quick time and you want to work with someone who knows what they're doing, DM me, get in touch with me. Let's start working. If you're serious about getting an incredible relationship, you need to be working with me or someone who's very good and understands deep behaviors and how to change them. That is the quickest and highest return on investment. If you want to do it yourself, which you can, you want to first of all, you need to start observing your behaviors. Remember, it's your behaviors and your conditioning that create your reality. So anytime you're thinking about you're lonely, or you need someone, or I long for when I meet someone I'll be happy, then you start to observe that thinking. You just observe it. You need to understand the programs first. Now you might say, yeah, but Rob, when you see it, what do you do about it? You don't do anything. You just observe it. You get to know it, and there's the magic. In getting to know it, it dissolves it. When you understand it deeply, it will dissolve. Okay, that's we're weighing on doing. That's what the Taoist talks about a couple of thousand years ago. These guys were smart. So you get to know the self, the program that's running in your mind, that's creating your reality, and start to work out what kind of old program is running. Now, that brings me to the other thing you can do. Whenever you have those thoughts about relationship, it's usually going to bring up some type of emotion. Maybe you're fantasizing about meeting someone really special, so it's going to be excitement and pleasure and joy. You need to, or it's going to be a negative, lonely, sad, I'm never going to meet someone, worry, fear. When either positive or negative come up, you need to understand that those programs that are coming from your childhood, very early, probably before the age of 4. They've been conditioned in, and in my sessions, I draw this out on a big board so you see exactly what's going on. You can't unsee it, and when you see it, it just changes everything, and you change, and then the people you attract change. It's clockwork. It's inevitable. So when you have those emotions, positive or negative, in understanding that it's coming from little you, it's little you's emotions. So let's say me, it's little Rob's emotions. If little Rob is crying or sad or upset, I'll soothe it. I'll pick the little Rob up and say, hey, it's okay. So this is another way to know the truth, because that is the truth. Our programs come before we were from say 1 year old or whatever, and then they still run in us when we're 50, 60, 70, 80. All you adults out there, you're being run by the programs that were created before you were 4 years old. So they're very, very immature and glitchy, but they're amazing. You have to compassionately understand that they are incredible programs. They were used to survive. Yes, survive. So in understanding that it's from that early childhood, then you can compassionately understand that, and you can understand it and see it, the truth, and the truth will set you free. So these are just first principles of changing behavior. There's no positive thinking. You don't need to have your hair done and loads of facials and pick up lines for guys, or act a certain way. That's all bullshit, nonsense. You have to work on that relationship with yourself, or the inner child, if you like, the child that created the programs, and then you will set yourself free. And remember, the level of connectedness that you have with yourself, you will attract the absolute opposite in the person that you're, the opposite sex or the same sex or whoever you're into. So you will, again, just summarizing, the highest return on investment is to work on that, is to work on yourself, understand the self and the conditioning, and then understand that you're imprisoned by your conditioning, and dissolve the bars of the prison through observation and understanding with compassion that they were created when you were very young. Okay, so that everything's there for you to change yourself, change your life, and meet someone super special. Okay, I've got a little bit of music going past. All right, so leave a comment underneath. Love to hear your thoughts on that or any questions. If you'd like me to shoot a video, I'm shooting a lot, shooting every day. So if you have any question, I'll do a video on it. And yeah, I'll get back to my walk. Cheers, everyone.